What is up, super fam? I am Sensei Finito, and this is Battery CEO. Welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. Bro, tell these beautiful people what we doing tonight,
Well, tonight we're going to be checking out episode 8 of What If. But right now, this is our pre show to the What If episode. We're going to
man.
discuss our
Pre-game.
theories and our thoughts of what to expect with this episode. And I think this is the one, folks. This is the one. I think this is the one that brings everything together. Unless we're just getting bamboozled. I don't know. But we have a
Unless we
lot.
get back,
We have a lot to
man.
talk about.
I truly hope we're not getting bamboozled.
Yeah.
But it is very possible. But I mean,
Mhm.
high hopes for this episode.
Yep.
I think we can both agree with that, like 100%. Like we have very, very high hopes for this episode. We're hoping to see some pretty amazing features from this thing.
Oh yes.
I think this is gonna be one of the only ones that's really cohesive. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a two-part episode. I even said
Yep.
that last week. So I'm hoping that's true. I'm hoping it's a possibility that this is like one of those ones to where once we start watching it, bro, it's like, oh my god, what the hell
Yep.
is even going on right now?
Yep. So just a little recap as to what happened at the end. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen uh, the last episode,
Yeah.
because this whole episode,
Episode 7, what if
yes,
Thor was
Thor,
an only child? I think
yeah,
is what the name
um,
is.
the end of that episode kind of brings us to what's happening with this episode, which is the first time they've done that. And
Yeah.
they made it pretty apparent with the end of the last episode, but we see uh everything's fine. They're celebrating. Even the watcher's like, "Yo, this is awesome!" Like, sometimes
Yeah.
we get happy ever afters, and then he's like, "Wait a minute, what the what is going
Maybe I
on?"
spoke too soon.
Yeah, I spoke too soon. And then what do we see? We see like Mega Ultra
It's
Vision, Mega
freaking
Ultra
Infinite
Vision. Like I don't,
Ultron. Like
yeah,
I don't even
like
know.
yo, like
And
that's.
yeah, I am super pumped for this episode, yo.
Mhm.
And as always, uh, we basically stay away from all of the everything going up to it
Yes.
because it's always super duper spoilery.
Mhm.
Everything in the leading up to trailers, so we try to stay away from it leading into the episode. But I know someone in our Discord dropped something earlier, and I
Mhm.
of course read it because that's just what I was doing. And I
Yeah.
was like, actually, I think this is the exact comment, like what the comment is saying right now. I'm not even going to read that comment. I'm sorry, Andrew, but
We appreciate it, Andrew. We really do. We really do. We see your comment, bro. We
we
know, we
see
know,
you,
we
man.
know,
Yeah, we
we see
see
you,
what's
man.
up with
But
it. Yeah, but we stay away from all type of. We like to go in as dry as possible.
oh yes, that way you guys can get the best reactions out of us. We have the best time possible. Um,
Big facts.
but this new version of Vision Ultron that we get comes through a portal with a
Yeah,
bunch of Ultrons, and
and
um,
his he has like a basically an entire suit
yeah,
that is the Infinity Gauntlet.
hmm
Like this, it's an Infinity suit. He's freaking Infinity Vision or Infinity Ultron. I
hmm
don't even know what to call him. He's Ultra Vision. You know what I
yes,
mean?
yeah.
Like,
And even before it was confirmed that's what episode 8 was going to be about, that's
mm,
what we said during our pop culture news update on Sunday. We were like, hey, within the next couple of days, I wouldn't be
yeah,
surprised if we get a promo of him in a poster form for being like the main key point of episode 8. And
exactly.
sure enough, the next day,
That's
that morning,
exactly what
that's
happened.
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, see, we
Yeah,
just know, you know,
we just know these things,
we're
yo.
on
This
top
is
of this
what we
shit,
do.
guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what we do, yo.
and
I can't wait to see everything in this one. We've been waiting for a couple of moments. I know from like the very first trailer I think that they had given us, So I'm
mhm,
hoping we see a couple of those moments in this episode. If not, in the next one for sure.
mhm.
And I've heard rumors that there's only 9 episodes instead of 10, and I don't
Really?
know. I don't know what's going on with that. Like I
So
saw.
I saw something that said there was an episode that was meant to come out this season, but they delayed it to season 2. I don't know if that was the 10th episode
Mm,
or if that was like an 11th episode. I never got that. I never read the whole article itself, but that was one of the things that I seen pop up about a month ago.
I guess we'll know next week.
Yeah, yeah. But
um,
What are you expecting, man? Like, let's
And
like, what do you
I'm
think's
truly
happening?
expecting like just sheer epicness from start to finish. Like I think this is gonna be
Because you're
one
an
of those
Ultron fan, man.
episodes.
This is your
Yeah,
moment.
Ultron is my guy, bro. Ultron is my guy. And it seems like they're going to, I don't know if they're gonna put like Ultron, like have it still be Ultron in the Vision form, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm not sure how that's gonna be, how that's gonna go about, or if we just have like a like a version of Vision,
yeah.
kind of like what we saw in What If Zombies,
Hmm.
so to speak, because we kind of saw the darker version of him. So we might see something like that within this episode, because it will be, if I think that's what I would like to see more, is the dark version of Vision, rather than that, like, because they would have to show us too much, you know what I mean, if it was
Yeah.
actually Ultron rather than Vision. What is up, gamers? Required, top
Yo,
of the
how's it going?
morning to you. I see you said morning. It's nighttime where we are. Let us know where
Oh
you
yeah.
are in the world. um, I feel like the episode is going to be on there. Let me refresh.
Yeah, it might pop up at 11:55. I
Yep,
don't
it's
know.
there, bro. It's
Oh
there
shit.
right
All
now.
right, before we start, let me give you my quick thoughts real quick.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the episode's gonna be along the lines like, what if Jarvis wasn't there to stop him from getting like
Mm,
what Andrew's comments were, because Jarvis was the one that did really keep the nuclear codes away from him,
yeah.
from Age of Ultron. Maybe Jarvis is the key thing that changed in this episode, and that leads us to
Oh.
where we're getting, and that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. And I think we're even going to see how he gets the stones, assuming Thanos shows up and whatnot. But
Hmm.
I'm pretty excited to uh, see what this episode's about, man. So let's get ready to jump right into this. Um,
Yeah, if you're in our Discord, we're putting out the link right now for the group watch.
and again, if this is the first time for you guys joining us, we do this, watch party style. It'll pop up for a couple seconds and probably come down, and we'll be talking through. We'll probably have some music in the background for you guys, possibly as well. And that's kind of how typically we've been doing it, and we haven't been blocked yet. Uh, you
So
know,
it should be
we should be
it should
good.
be all good. Yeah, it
Yeah,
should be all good.
we should be
Um,
good. So, but
let's see.
I'm excited.
Alrighty,
Really am.
bro. I am freaking pumped right now. Let's change this episode. That's What If Ultron won. Let's go, bro. Let's
Okay,
go.
okay.
I am freaking pumped.
Yo,
I am freaking pumped.
what if Ultron one is the
I
title?
am so freaking pumped right now, yo. My man Nikki said, I wish I wasn't at work right now, bro.
Yo,
I am
Nikki,
so
how's it going?
sorry.
Welcome back.
But what is up with it, Nikki? Love to see you in here. If you guys are just not tuning in, make sure you drop a like on the stream, yo. It does help us out tremendously.
Bro, I'm
And
not
let's
ready.
get it going,
I'm
yo.
not
I
ready.
am so pumped. Yeah, Nikki, last week's discussion was
Look at
crazy.
that
Look at
thumbnail.
that.
Oh
Look
my
at how dope
god.
that looks right there, bro. That looks so awesome.
All right.
All right. All
All right.
right. Starting now, everyone. Starting
We're
now.
starting now. All right.
Put this music in here real quick.
All right. Here we go. See if there's anything new in this intro. Like always, this what if intro has been phenomenal.
One of the best key points of every episode.
Yes.
Just hearing him talk,
Yeah.
is just amazing.
Yo, do you think he's gonna have like a different start?
Oh, I would really love that if he did.
He's like, well, something's happened. I don't know.
Let's see.
I've never felt this before.
Oh, bruh, what did I tell you, bruh? From the start, we're getting into it. Let's go.
I'm already loving it, bro. I'm loving the aesthetic. I'm loving the setting.
Yes.
I think the
Can we
look
agree
that
that that's
Black
like
Widow
a-
had. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Bro, I fucking can't right now.
Oh my God. This is the best.
He just took over the 9 realms, bro.
I can't believe I'm about to say this. I see now I need your help.
Yo,
Yo,
and
what did we
what
say?
it
Hey,
is, yo. I just want to say that we have called this from the very jump, yo. This has to be one of the best episodes so far. That was Doctor Strange doing the
Yep.
voice, Benedict Cumberbatch. Yo, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
bro,
Oh my god.
I
Oh my god, bro.
was.
There's no way we could have known there's no way we could have been prepared.
Even
Yo,
if we
there's-
watched that trailer, there's no way that would have even given us a hint of what we saw.
Bro, that action, oh my god. That was amazing, bro. That was just sheer epicness.
I can't right now, bro. Wow. In the comments, bro, if you guys have just finished watching it, let us know how you guys are feeling, because wow.
That was so I am just purely flabbergasted. I just can't believe, yo, guys, that was amazing. That has to be one of the best episodes we have seen
Holy
yet,
crap,
yo.
bro.
Like, that was just beautiful the whole way through.
Man, let us know how you guys felt about that in the comments, man, because
Oh my god,
yeah,
bro.
like, I don't want to say I'm broken, but I'm pretty broken right now.
I'm pretty broken. I can say that honestly. Man, that episode right there was
Okay,
so dope.
so
I just had I wasn't ready, bro. I wasn't ready. I mean, I was ready, but I wasn't ready at the same exact time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I might need to refresh. I'm like lagging behind with your audio right now.
oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on my end. Let me refresh, and then I'll be right back.
All right, for sure. Yeah, man, that episode was freaking. Oh, dude, that was just awesome.
Okay, I don't even know where to begin. I really don't.
Like, okay, so let's talk. I don't even know where to. I don't even know. Let's
All right.
just talk about him. Let's talk about Ultron.
Okay, first off, he did Thanos dirty.
Yo,
My boy was like, "You're nothing.
yo,
You're literally nothing compared to me. You're nothing but like a mosquito, like to my body."
Yo,
Like,
my man said, he was like, like it was over, just over.
yo,
Yo, he melted the Infinity Gauntlet and then just manifested an entire suit. That was awesome. What's up with the King Dingle? My bad. I didn't mean to laugh like that. Your name just took me by surprise. What's up with the King? For a split second, I thought Galactus showed up, then realized it was Giant Ultron. Bro, I had the same feeling right there. Like, bro,
he ate an entire galaxy.
he ate an entire. He ate
universe.
the
I
Milky
don't even
Way.
know.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know what that was. Like,
My man took a bite like
Talk
it was
about-
a Popeye's chicken sandwich.
bruh, talk
Man.
about two multiversal level beings just fighting to the death. Like, Ultron freaking turned, like, created a freaking Death Star and just went destroying place after place. Like, bruh, I just
He destroyed the nine realms. Like, he dead ass took
Like-
just destroyed the nine realms.
like it was nothing though. Like, it was nothing.
I didn't expect that Thanos fight to go the way it would. Though. I thought there was gonna be a little more, but at that point, you know that That vision.
It was showing us that he was far beyond the
Mhm.
power level that Thanos was on, and really the only reason why we never saw that before was because Jarvis was the one behind the wheel, and he
He didn't
wouldn't,
have the will to like
just
do what needed to be done.
yeah, he wouldn't murder and like that and all that other stuff. But it shows us clearly that he could have just sliced my man Thanos in
Yeah.
half. Like, bruh,
With that said,
that
they hella weak, like made him weak in Infinity War. Uh,
Mhm.
and that was kind of unfortunate. I know that was one of the drawbacks that we had about Infinity War. Was like, why did they make him look so weak when we know he's like super OP?
Yeah,
And I think that was the vision that we should have gotten in the MCU. Obviously, I understand why that wasn't the case.
yeah, he
Um,
was like super meta world peace.
yeah. Um, but man, that from start
I
leading up to that was just phenomenal. By the way, with seeing Bart and Natasha in a rubbled Moscow. You know,
yeah.
that was pretty awesome. I wasn't expecting to see Zola, but that makes so much sense. He's
Yeah,
analog, so Ultron can't get
yeah,
involved.
so he can't even touch that, man.
Mhm.
Like that was bro, sheer epicness that we just witnessed. If you guys are just now tuning in, we just finished watching episode 8, What If Ultron Won, and that has to be the best episode that we've seen yet come out of What If. I mean, we're talking about punches rippling through multiverses,
Eating
breaking through
galaxies.
realities. He just came up and ate the whole reality that they were in. He changed New York into Wakanda with like, bro. I was just like, what is happening?
It was a lot. It was a lot. Okay.
I was
Uh,
I was, I know my neighbors are like, what the hell is going on over there? Because I was in rent because I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. What,
guys.
bro? He looked so. Everyone looks so dope. Even Black Widow looked dope. Like that version of Black
Yeah, I
Widow and
liked her
that
armor
version
too.
of Hawkeye, even they looked like amazing. Everything about this was just like, yeah, here you go. This is amazing. Here's some more amazingness for you. Oh, you're missing a little bit of amazingness? Here's some more. My man King said, I love how Iron Man dies in every universe. Bro, facts, man. They're doing Iron Man dirty right now. Oh,
Warning.
whoa, 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 whoa.
What the?
I
I
don't
don't.
know what the hell is going on
I have
here.
a
My
one
man, yeah, I saw, bro. My man Ultron is fucking with your Wi-Fi right now.
for real.
Oh, bruh, that was crazy. That
I
is
have no word, man. I'm just like, how do you easily the best episode we've gotten, right?
easily. I mean,
Easily
there
the
was
best
actually
episode.
story. It was cohesive. Ultron was a badass. Like that was, yeah.
The we had a ton of moments that were screen saver worthy. You know,
Oh,
we had the stunning visuals from this episode. The stakes were high, and I felt that watching it. Um, but ultra mega ultra Thanos uh didn't care. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna eat this bowl of cereal, aka an entire Milky Way.
big
And
facts. Ultra,
wow,
freaking Infinite Ultron was out
yeah,
here just decimating things.
that's his
I
name.
mean,
Infinite Ultra or Infinite Ultron. That's it right there.
bro, that it has to be his name, he was literally destroying everything. I mean, and to see him take over the Watcher's place at the end just made it all just like a nice bow on
Mhm.
the entire thing. Okay, let's start. Let's start from the jump and go through this episode now that we're a little bit more calm, yo. I just don't know what like his suit was amazing. I love how he
Mhm.
created an entire army like that,
Yep,
really showing that
he can
he
really utilize the stones perfectly.
to their fullest potential. Every single one of them, he unlocked the full potential of understanding it, understanding himself, understanding the multiverse, the universe. Like it took him all of 3 seconds to even realize that there was a multiverse.
Yeah,
Like he heard the Watcher immediately. Like he was
yeah. The
like,
Watcher exposed himself For sure.
He was like, "What the heck?" Like, bruh. He was like, "What's going on here?" Like, yo, is there someone here with me talking?
Mhm. And I'm curious, did this after watching this is the same watcher that we got from last episode. I'm assuming
Yeah.
we didn't see what happened between that moment to the moment we got when he got involved. So like I'm thinking as soon as that happened, he went to his world to see what or maybe he saw what happened in his world simultaneously. I don't know, like that was a pretty cool moment for me, just kind of seeing his reaction and really
Yeah.
seeing him do Jeffrey Wright, I believe is his name, really doing his thing in
Yes.
terms of performing in this episode because he was oh man,
He
just the
was.
watcher in general was bad. Like the moment where he became his armor like I think King, you mentioned Galactus. I thought the armor for me really reminded me of Galactus, and obviously that major
Mm,
Galactus moment when he eats an entire there's just so many moments in here that were
yeah.
uh, very noteworthy.
I got super Kang the Conqueror vibes from his outfit, low key.
Mhm.
But it was just it was it was so amazing to see the different levels of multiverse like that they were rippling through, I guess you could say,
Yeah,
and just how they utilized it. Even showing us the Watchers headquarters, I guess you could say, or his workstation or whatever you want to call it.
that
And
was
it's
cool.
kind of in its own pocket dimension outside of reality, very similar to the one he who remains. I mean, uh from Loki. That's kind of what it reminded me of how he's like right there watching, seeing what's going on. It gave me super big vibes of that right there. And I just wasn't prepared for any of it, man. And I'm so happy to see what we got to see right now. Like
Mhm.
I didn't once again, I didn't think we were ever gonna get to see anything like this ever.
I'm just really
And
excited to have the things that we've talked about happen. We
yeah,
didn't call the whole episode, but like leading up to the
how
beginning of
could
this
we?
episode, we really were sure that this episode was going to be the first one to really connect everything, um,
Mhm.
and just give us a pretty awesome end to this season of What If. Hopefully, we
Yeah,
have more than 9 episodes. Apparently,
yeah.
not. We might only have the nine episodes. With that said, being what happened in this episode, I don't doubt if there's only 9 episodes, but having a 10th episode would really bring everything around. Um, so
That night, that ninth, that ninth episode would be amazing if it was like an hour. I would
mhm.
freaking go crazy. What is up with it, Martin? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. My man
Oh
said new
yes,
episode is weird as hell. New episode was epic, like just epic upon epic multiplied by epic powered squared. Yo, Bedrock, yo, what
yo,
is
how's
up
it
with
going,
it? Love
Bedrock?
to see you back in here, man. How you doing? How'd you like the episode, my man? It was a lit episode. I think we can say that for sure. Martin Zuniga, yeah, so many questions for sure. Thanos couldn't even get any
Yeah,
wise quotes. Yeah, bro, it was over for him. He was that was the dopest thing we've ever seen, ever. Like, are we? Yo, drop a like just for that alone, just for Thanos getting freaking chopped in half, like
I thought that was going to be the
freaking mind
climax.
stoned.
I thought that was going to be the climax, but I was terribly wrong. We just kept getting higher and
It
higher and
just, yeah,
higher and higher and higher, and
like how they were breaking through multiverses, they were breaking through the ceilings up for this episode. They were just one ceiling gone, next
it didn't
ceiling gone.
it didn't even come down. Like next episode is where
Yeah,
we're gonna
it
really
never
figure out.
came down.
Oh my gosh!
Even at the end, like even the very last part, it was just still hype, like hype as hell. Like let's go. Um, Martin said, honestly, the Thanos scene was funny and showed how Infinity War would have gone. Like, yeah, if Ultron was actually there. And I also forgot that Ultron was getting worked on by Shuri the entire time. So that's
Mhm.
probably I definitely forgot about that. Rishi, what's up with it, my man? How you doing today? Fun fact: Ultron's voice actor
Yep.
in this episode played Red Skull in Infinity War and Endgame. Oh, that's litty.
How'd you
That's awesome.
feel about Ultron's? I actually really liked Ultron's voice.
I liked
Um,
Ultron's voice.
Obviously, I like Ultron from Age of Ultron, but I thought his voice was played really well to the character that he was creating, and to the sheer power he was really kind of invoking. I felt like his voice
Yeah.
was very appropriate.
Yeah, I feel you all the way there. I really wish it would have been James Spader still, but it was like this dude did a wonderful job with the voice, and I loved how it was like super robotic, like even
Hmm.
in Vision's body though, because it
Yeah,
was not Jarvis. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, and Jarvis already he didn't really sound robotical even as an AI.
yeah.
So it was awesome. I loved I I loved Ultron's like freaking lance that he made. That shit was
That was pretty
dope.
awesome.
Martin said they're breaking their own rules. The stones don't even work in their own universe. Well, technically that has never been a fact at all. They only didn't work in the TVA because that is outside of any universe at
Yeah,
all. So no stones, no powers, no abilities whatsoever worked in that pocket dimension. Uh
but if you
yeah.
took him out of
So
there, it's a
yeah.
different story.
And then that what you're also referring to is only canon in the comic books, I believe. I think at least. And I don't even think it's canon in the
Oh,
comic books, to
so
be
that's a.
honest.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, I don't even
I
know.
don't even think it's comic canon like that. Because I know they have taken I don't know. I guess it depends on what timeline or what story you're going for. King said Gamora and Thanos' armor was in the trailer, so guessing she's going to join the last fight in the last episode. Yeah,
And
that's
that's
the
what we've
one
talked
thing
about.
that we've been waiting for is that Guardians of the Multiverse team ups, I guess you could say.
Yes.
And we've been calling it all season.
So that's
Like, and
episode 2. We talked about
once we
how.
saw Doctor Strange, I
Yeah,
was like, "Oh, yep, he's coming back. That's coming back. We're getting more of this." And it was just it's just gonna be a great time.
yeah.
I agree with you definitely, Bedrock. That episode was crazy. And to go back to what you were saying, King, we're not sure how many episodes is even in this one because I think at first there were 10, but now there are reports that there's 9. But we really don't know until the episodes come out.
Yeah.
So just make sure you guys subscribe and tune in next week when we go live for show for the next episode. But let's keep it
Yeah.
going. Grim, my man said that shit was dope. I'm still amazed.
Oh, we're still out of like.
Yeah. Maul, where was the TVA? I don't think the TVA even exists technically in the way that we knew it ever since Loki ended, because the
Yeah.
TVA even got affected by by shit that happened within that show.
Mhm.
So we will never know anything about that until the next uh the next season of Loki.
Yeah.
Basically,
Maybe.
we
Yeah.
like
We'll get some answers to
TVA is
why.
on pause.
Yeah. They're going to war with other like TVAs, pretty much, and that's
Mhm.
kind of where Loki season 1 left off. But still, that is a good question. Maybe, hopefully, we'll get an answer to that later on.
Yeah. Martin, if Vision wouldn't have been all high and mighty, he could have done the same thing, just sliced him in half. Yeah, but that's also due to the humanized point, I guess you could say, that Tony and Thor and Bruce
Bruce.
all put into him. You know what I mean? They did their best to create a being, so to speak. And if you even think about Jarvis, he was already more humanized because he had all of the knowledge from everything that he did with Tony before becoming Vision. Like,
Hmm.
so it's like, you know what I mean? He wouldn't have done that anyway because he already sees that that's not even how Iron Man rocks, just,
Yeah.
murdering people. So Vision was weakened in Infinity War. He
Yeah.
kind of was Bedrock, but then again, he was getting worked on the whole time. I think that the last Ultron fight will be in the next Avenger movie. Oh, like the next Avenger movie is like the real Age of Ultron. I would love that. I would
Mhm.
love if they brought him back. I think I've been saying that since we saw the head in Spider-Man
Yeah.
Far From Home, the very first. Is that it? No, not Far From Home. Homecoming. Spider-Man
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Yeah, I
The
feel like
very
we'll see him
first.
again. I really do. I feel like we'll see him again. You know, he was a pretty pivotal part in getting to the MCU where we're at now. Um, but I don't think we've seen the last of him. You know, I don't know when we'll see him again because apparently, and I haven't made a post on this yet, and I'll probably do it tomorrow morning. Uh, someone I don't know who it was. They had mentioned they have like 38, 36, or 37 MCU projects in development right now.
What?
Yes. Um,
Jeez.
with that said, I don't know who's the one that posted it, so it could have been fake. So take that with a grain of salt. But I didn't double check if that was real or not. But apparently,
I mean, that
that's
sounds
that's what
about
that's what
right.
I saw. You know, because there's only not. I mean, because we knew there was 9 that are currently in development that are untitled.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I'm not sure how to say that.
If there's
So
9 in development that are untitled, I'm pretty sure we have about 9 that are in development that are titled. So
yeah,
it's no surprise there, that they have
hmm
about 38 projects going right now.
yeah.
Waiting for Ruin King Thor. Man, Thor's dead.
I'm surprised we didn't see Thor, but then again,
Bro,
he just
Thor is
showed up and
gone.
just caused Ragnarok immediately. Like I
Okay,
was just
so
like,
hear me out. Let's think about it this way.
unless he was there
What
in the
if the party Thor that we saw is the Thor from that universe, and that is why the Watcher saw that happen? It like we just seen it out of order, so to speak. You know what I mean?
okay, wait, okay. So question: was Thor among the Avengers that were dead at the computer place before he fired the
I
nukes?
don't think we saw Thor at all this episode. I don't think we saw him anywhere, and that's why
Because
I'm leading to
for sure I knew Hulk was there. I don't know
Hulk.
who.
Hulk was dead. Iron Man was dead.
I think there was
Captain
2 other.
America was dead. I'm
Captain
pretty
America was
sure.
there. There was another
Um,
body there. I didn't know. Okay, yeah, yeah. So
I
no Thor.
I didn't see Thor anywhere. I'm still at the
Okay.
top of the comments. So you try if you see
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
say
yeah.
Thor. I'm not because I'm yeah. So I'm pretty sure that Thor is Party Thor, and that scene that we got from that is what we saw. Like it's the
Oh,
same thing, but it's out of order, so to speak.
okay. He was dead. His hammer was there.
His hammer was there.
Yeah,
Okay. Then maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. But
because
do you think?
technically, oh, next to a broken. Okay, so the hammer was broken. Oh shit. Yeah,
Damn.
Thor was there.
Okay.
Maybe because technically Asgard isn't in Earth, Earth's realm, I guess you can say.
Earth's
So,
yeah, nothing, nowhere near
so
Earth.
Ultron wasn't lying when like, oh, there's other places out there, and he teleported himself to all these different places, and
And then he just kept realizing that there was
yeah, like
more, and there
holy
was
shit,
more,
like
and it
oh
was
my
like
god,
that was awesome.
I need more.
Moss said, "Why didn't Thanos send the Black Order in the first place? That way he could have known about Ultron and prepared before going."
He had all the stones at that
Because
point. Like, why would he?
he already had all the stones. The continuity within this episode was a little confusing, to
Yeah,
be honest,
everything.
because it kind of seemed like some stuff was in like
Like a lot of other things had to have changed to
yeah,
get to where
like
we're at.
shit happened faster, I guess you could
Yeah.
say. Like, and if it didn't happen faster, then the point of Age of Ultron, like that is the different point, I guess you could say.
hmm
So from then on out, I don't even like Thanos could have came quicker because he knew about it or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be. But he already was coming to Earth.
Yeah. There's a
And
lot
that's
of
kind of why
factors
it was kind of weird
that
why
happened off
Xandar
screen.
wasn't, Xandar was not destroyed when it
He
should
must
have
have
been
had this.
destroyed.
He
So
must have had that stone that was at Xandar before it even got to Xandar. Like a lot of things had to go differently
yeah,
to
that's
get this.
true.
To get this, Um,
Yeah, that
so
is true though.
that's something interesting to think about.
Yeah. Ultron didn't begin his conquest. Eric, giant Ultron taking a bite out of the universe. Yeah, bro, that
Yeah.
was one of the most epic things that
Yeah.
I think we might ever see in just ever. I really think this episode is going to link to the multiverse of madness and Spider-Man Grimex. Hey man, I
Mhm.
feel it. I think this whole series is going to connect to everything that's
Oh
going
yeah,
on, period. We reported in one of our pop culture news updates that there is supposedly supposed to be an Illuminati coming to the live action MCU with Captain Britain being one of the
yeah,
characters in or one of the members of the Illuminati. So it is possible that we could see a lot of transference between the multiverse and the MCU and the
yeah,
cartoon multiverse that they're also creating and establishing with this show. Um, I mean, the biggest thing that Loki did was make this show. Like Loki
yeah,
basically created this show, so that's why there's no TVA or anything like that because the TVA only was for one timeline as well. So there are multiple timelines, like so their whole purpose doesn't even matter anymore.
hmm
Just for the lack of better words, my man Akash, what is up
Yo,
with it, my
Kosh,
boy?
how's it going?
You how you doing, G? Love to see you in here.
Yeah,
Uh,
hopefully you got
um,
to watch that episode, man. Man, again, let us know how you guys are feeling about this episode in the comments because this episode was mind-boggling. Like,
bruh, it was crazy. I just wasn't ready. There's a comment right here that I really want to showcase. Right here. Was the pyramid during the fight the apocalypse pyramid? I kind of think it
from,
was,
from
bro.
X Men?
I kind of think it was Apocalypse, like the mutant Apocalypse. He
Yeah.
has like a pyramid base type of thing. I'm pretty sure, and it looked like the pyramid that we saw in the back of the
Oh, can you pull
in
it up?
that episode, yo. Yes, I
I
can
don't
pull
even
it up.
remember seeing a pyramid, but a lot of stuff happened so fast.
It was going
Like,
down so
like there was a
fast.
different Steve Rogers on the back of it on the in the background on TV. I don't know if you guys noticed that at
Yeah,
all.
and he was like, wait, what's going on?
I don't even remember like it said something Rogers, but it wasn't Steve. I'm pretty sure
No,
it was
it was Stephen Bradley Rogers.
yeah.
That's what his name was. Hold on, let
So
me
that
load
was an
the watch
interesting
real quick.
change up that I thought was pretty cool as well. Is there any other Easter eggs that you guys saw that
There were
that was in the
so
background?
many Easter eggs, bro, throughout this whole episode.
Wait, he was president?
Yeah, he was becoming. Yeah, he was like giving his inauguration speech or something like that.
Yo, I didn't even catch that. Yo.
Where is that
Yeah,
part?
the show was definitely moving really fast. It was definitely difficult to see what was going on. And Lust, also, what your comment about the zombie Thanos coming into this episode, I thought we're gonna see this Ultron take down zombie Thanos, and that's how we would get the stones. However, and that would
Mm.
have been really cool and badass to see. But I really like what they did with this episode as well. I think both would have been a really cool thing to see.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to skip a couple of these comments because there's so many right now. We'll never be able to keep up if we.
But we're
How
checking out the
does
comments.
how does a god from Asgard die and two humans live? Man, I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Did you see this guy? He was
He was on a
he was
warpath.
only like Black Widow and Hawkeye were just cheerleaders at that point when
Yeah,
Ultron came in, and you have heavy hitters like they call them the big three for a reason. So
Captain Marvel
they
died.
were a lot. Yeah, that was awesome.
Like a whole planet was
I
destroyed,
I
died in Captain
really
Marvel.
liked the use of Captain Marvel
Oh,
in
100%.
What If so far though. Like
Hmm.
she's been in multiple episodes almost telling us that if there was a event big enough for her, then she
She'd get
would
down.
have been there. Like,
Yes.
yo, but they're like the Avengers had everything covered until they didn't, and then that's when she needed to be called. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't like. I feel that all the way. I found the picture of the pyramid. Just
Oh,
give me
okay,
one
okay.
second.
Yeah, because there at one point there was a place where there was a bunch of pillars, but I
Here we
didn't
go.
know. Oh, maybe first hell of mutants.
Uh,
I don't know.
Well, I thought it looked a little bit more like it on the first glance, but now this kind of just looks like
Like
a
Egypt.
Wakandan Egypt.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
just them with a little bit more just pizzazz behind it, I guess you could
because
say.
like we did go to all the like we went to medieval times. Went to like different times throughout Earth's history, and this might be like a futuristic one or like how Egypt really was back in the day. Apparently, like maybe they were way more advanced in this particular world than what we think in real life. And that could have been something to think about.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Lust, good to see you. Lust said, laughing my ass off. Why didn't Vision laser Thanos like Ultron did? Yo, I just clicked a random comment and it was everyone has that same question though. Like, because he's not that, you know what I mean? Ultron. I mean, Vision
He's just
just
a roll that way,
wasn't
man.
a murderer like that. Yo,
Yeah.
he's not gonna take anyone's life, even if it is for the greater good.
Hmm.
It's not instilled in him to do that.
Yeah. But man, a lot happened in
You
this episode, man. Like
You know what
what?
would be cool is that zombie Thanos and Ultron teamed up as the big bads. That would be dope. That
That'd
would
be
be pretty lit.
that'd be pretty cracked, man. I don't know. I don't know about that one. That'd be pretty wild. So what do
Oh,
you?
is that what you were saying? The show is moving so fast you couldn't see the Easter
Yeah.
eggs. Yeah, I see. I see. Oh yeah, we're basically caught up. But yeah, yo,
All right,
Bedrock
Bedrock.
said, yeah, remember when Battery CEO said that the Doctor Strange episode was a filler? Boom! Boom!
Okay, okay,
Let's put that on
okay.
the screen.
I
Let's
said it
put
was a
that on the
filler.
screen.
I said
And
it
I
was a
was like,
filler.
bro, you're tripping, yo. That is definitely not what the I was
Okay,
like, what?
okay.
You're crazy.
Talk your shit.
That's not what's going.
Talk your
I was like,
shit.
bro, he is going to be one of the most pivotal first people in the entire show. Hey, Bedrock, I forgot that happened, yo. I definitely forgot that happened. Thanks for coming in
Well,
clutch, my
to be
boy.
clear, okay. I said that episode was a filler. However, I said him being there was something else going on. Okay, something else was something building up there. But I
Yo,
also did say I don't think we would see him again. To be fair, but I also said
yeah.
he might be a pivotal thing. But a lot of things were said. A lot of things were said. Okay, you know, just point it out there.
Yo, a lot of things were said, and that's hilarious. But okay, Cervantes. Oh, that would be awesome. This would be awesome. Ultron is going to be the Watcher, the Watcher's bitch next week. Oh, I thought you said something else, but yes, what I was thinking what would be awesome is for the next episode if it's Ultron talking in the beginning instead of the Watcher because he's the one that's in that position now. That would be freaking insane, bro. You heard it here first. If that's what happened, you
Yo,
heard it here first, yo.
that could be pretty cool. I'm also thinking next episode it's gonna start with him just going, you know, timeline, just destroying everything. And I think that's
Mm.
definitely what we're gonna possibly see. Um, but what do you think in terms of what we could see? Like, uh do you think this Doctor Strange is gonna be that pivotal in terms of being able to help? Like, how do you think this playing out? See this playing
I
out?
think this Doctor Strange is going to be
It's pretty
like
strong.
the Iron Man of the Guardians of the Multiverse, so to speak.
Hmm.
So he's gonna
Yeah.
kind of like help put the team together, I guess you could say. I'm not sure. But I feel like Doctor Strange and the Watcher are gonna be like broed out almost like you know what I mean? Like you can kind of even see it at the end right
Hmm.
there. Like he was like, "Oh no, I want you to say it."
Yeah.
So just reaffirming that version of Doctor Strange is still like that cocky. He didn't go through all
Hmm.
the things that he went with to become Doctor
Yeah.
Strange. I mean, in the same way, I guess you could say. He
I also
came
really liked.
no humbling to him, I guess.
I really liked how he also had that comedic act in himself still, even though
Yeah.
he's imprisoned in this giant sphere of nothingness since like his multiverse was destroyed.
Yeah.
Or you know, but I'm excited to see what he has in store, man. So I see a comment like we talked about before. Um, assembling heroes. Who do you think we're going to see?
Um,
We kind of have an idea, but like we haven't really laid them
I-
out.
yeah.
Since
So we got Gamora in Thanos' armor. That's
yep,
the one that we haven't seen at all.
yeah,
Uh, we have Captain Britain, of course.
hmm
We have Strange Supreme. We have um maybe the Spider-Man from the Zombies episode
oh, yep, that's a good point.
with the cloak of levitation.
hmm
Uh and maybe anyone else that survived from that what if part right there.
hmm
I think that's all that I can kind of think about.
oh shit.
I don't I don't think I think all the versions of Hulk died that we saw. Uh
Yeah. Well, we don't know if Hulk or died in the zombie episode. He just kind of like I don't know if he was getting bit. Was he getting bit?
I don't know. I would
Like
have liked to see
they
like a zombie Hulk. That would have been awesome that
I
they
don't
had to
yeah
deal with. There would have
because
been
they
no way though. It'd have been over.
yeah it would have been over.
They'd have been
But I don't know. I think you're right on that team. I think we're definitely going to see them. Um, I'm thinking Black Widow definitely.
Ooh.
Doctor Strange is
Sword
Supreme.
said Yellow Jacket, Hank Pym.
Ooh,
The version that killed everyone. That would be
okay.
dope. That would be dope. T'Challa Star Lord. That's right.
Mm,
That's right. Forgot about that sword.
yep.
Oh, Killmonger. That's right.
hmm
Nameless.
That'd be pretty dope.
Swift said Party Thor.
hmm I think we're definitely going to see Party Thor.
Yeah.
Um,
I kind of don't want to see Party Thor
yeah.
just a little bit, but that would be dope.
hmm
Maybe that Party Thor and Captain Marvel, that version of Captain Marvel as
hmm
well. Um, Cervantes said, "You know what would be awesome? The heroes from the original world, where their story keeps going, goes into the movies. What? Yeah, bro. That's supposedly what's supposed to be happening, bro. So who knows? Who knows? Frost Giant Loki, that would be dope, James. I would love that. Frost Giant Loki has been like one of my favorite
He was a
characters. Like
pretty awesome character in
he
the
is
last
pretty
week's episode.
dope. I think that was even the rendition of him that we saw in the Loki show when they
hmm
showed us like 7 versions of Loki. I'm pretty sure the Frost Giant version looked like that, basically. Like it
Yeah.
was basically a cartoon version of that. What's up with it, T God? You just finished the episode? Yeah, that episode was amazing, brother. I could not agree with you more. That episode was definitely one for the books. It was just incredible, and it's just been. I think What If has changed our lives.
Oh, it really has. It's just such a good
Yeah.
time, man. Like we've also been watching Star Wars Visions. I don't know if you guys have been watching that.
Yeah,
Uh, that show's been blowing our mind as well, especially with episode 3. However, YouTube's being a little B.
yeah,
We
tripping
can't
on
even
us.
we can't even upload those videos to you guys, unfortunately, right now. But we're working on it. We'll get those out to you guys to watch as well.
We might do a binge watch,
Yeah,
watch party.
yeah, because going live, I think it might be the only way for us to really do it and it not be blocked. Um, so stay tuned for that as well in the future. But man, I honestly, it's hard for me to even talk about this episode because so many amazing, mind-boggling things happen. I
Yeah.
just I have no words. I really don't. It's difficult for me to put words together for this, honestly. Uh,
Like Eric said, he said, I still want to know how Thanos got the time stone if our original Doctor Strange didn't bring it to him on Titan.
yeah.
And that's just, it's just, it's questions like that that will forever keep us talking about different
mhm,
things. And that's one of the biggest things that I love about this series. Like, I mean, right now, look at all of us right here talking about this awesome show
mhm,
together, coming up with all the theories, ideas of what we could see. I mean, it's amazing. You know what I mean? Marvel has always done that, especially with Loki. But with this one, I feel like even more because we see things that can actually bleed over into the
Yeah.
MCU. And it's crazy because this is a multiverse level thing. Like another comment said, this
Hmm.
can end up tying directly into everything that we're about to see right now. Like, I still
Hmm.
have a theory that the Doctor Strange from the trailers for Spider-Man is this Doctor Strange that is in this show. I don't
Hmm.
know how that would be possible, but I can just kind of feel it in my toes. It's in the
Hmm.
big toe, kind of in the middle toe a little bit too, but not as much.
Hmm.
Um, uh, Bren Rock says this has been a very fun series.
Oh
Definitely.
yes.
Uh, Sir, yeah. Cervantes again says, went. Wait.
Fills his purpose. Oh, when Ultron opened up his mask after.
Oh,
Hmm. He fulfills his purpose. He looks like Apocalypse from X-Men, and he does actually. He really
yeah.
does.
You're.
He's kind
They
of
had
playing that role.
Ultron looking like a couple different villains that we've seen from like from just Marvel period,
Hmm.
like just crazy dope. Uh I think the Watcher's freaking superhero suit possibly was one of the best things
That was
I've
pretty
ever
cool.
seen ever, bro. When he was like, "You have no idea
Yeah, I have
about
the
my will,
power.
bro."
Thought he
like,
was gonna
bro,
spirit bomb him for a moment, and then he pulls out a
that
whole
was
new
the
suit.
that was the hardest freaking line ever.
Oh yeah, Ultron. What do you say? I said it too. Um,
Wait, what? Oh, his line? Oh
his
yeah.
line is like,
You cannot compute the power of my will.
yeah. I was like, yo, oh my
Yo,
god,
that was so freaking dope. I couldn't deal. When they started really fighting, it was like that became like a Dragon Ball Z fight. The same,
mm,
like they got us prepared for this fight with the
yeah,
last episode. You know what I mean? When Party Thor and Captain Marvel were fighting, we said it multiple times. It was like, bruh, this is a freaking anime fight that they're having
yeah,
right now. Like, and they freaking intensified that by 10,000 in this episode. I mean, with each punch, he was breaking multiverses. Like, oh my god, bro. Who would have ever thought we could have saw something like that? This is the second best episode in my opinion, James.
what's the
What
first
is
one?
the first? What is the first? I hope you don't say the T'Challa Star-Lord one.
Hey, you know what?
um
T God, uh, Hawkeye. What do you think of Hawkeye in this episode? I thought he was a pretty awesome addition
I
to this
loved
episode,
it.
man.
I loved Hawkeye, and I also loved how they keep going with like that circle storytelling kind of,
Hmm.
and ending different characters on their same type of cliff notes from the
Hmm.
movies. Because that
Yeah,
was definitely like when they were on the I can't think of the planet's name, Vormir.
Boromir. Yeah,
Uh, when they were on Vormir and they were fighting to stay alive, but like opposite of that, because he wasn't fighting to stay
yeah.
alive at all. He already said that he was over it. He's done,
Hmm.
especially because he had his whole family, so you can think that his family is probably gone at this moment.
Oh,
So
100%. He had nothing to live for, and I appreciate the emotion that his character
mhm.
brought to this episode, and that was awesome.
Especially the fact that it was actually Jeremy Renner coming back to
Hmm.
like
Yeah,
hold that, like give us those feels again, I guess
yeah.
you could say. If the series ended with live action Captain Marvel entering MCU universe, that would be dope. Like the
Hey,
crossover, the step through the portal, and and it's just
what if we
real.
see what if we see Ultron looking into live action MCU, like
Oh,
through in the mirror
that would be
dimension that he's at,
dope.
or whatever? I don't even
That
know what do
would
you
be
call that.
really dope.
Like, what do you call the Watchers?
I
Like the
don't
Watchers. I don't even know what do you call that.
like the Watcher's Nest. I don't even know. Like it's
The place in between. Like I don't know.
literally
Like I don't know what
the
it's called.
place in between is a really good name. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna be calling it until we get until
Yeah.
we get a better name. Why even the Watcher? Why can't the Watcher stop Ultron? I mean, he's godlike. He is godlike, and he does have very strong powers, but you have to put into consideration that Ultron is utilizing every single Infinity Stone to its maximum capability.
Yeah.
The one of the reasons why Thanos couldn't use it to its maximum capability is because he would have died. You see what happened to him when he destroyed the stones with the stones. It took his arm off. Like, so if he was to do that level of multiversal type of stuff, it would be too much on his body. But as for Ultron, he has the perfect body. It's made out of like vibranium stitching, basically. His molecules are
Yep.
vibranium. You know what I mean? So he's on a whole other level. And so he can really, he's basically he's a conduit. So he just amplifies the energy within himself as well. So he's doing big daddy things. It would have been nice to see more watchers, I guess you could say, because there are multiple
Yeah,
watchers.
because
It's not like
that's
he's the only
definitely
one.
because that was our question. Like we weren't sure if this was the watcher we've been had this whole time, or if it was a different watcher and a different. Like I don't know how that works. So but I also did. I thought he was going to get other watchers though. I really did.
Yeah.
Because we've
And
seen,
that might be something we still see happen.
yeah, maybe because we've seen multiple watchers in the live action MCU. So it's
Mhm.
like I don't know. I just thought we'd see more in this episode. Like, oh crap, I
Yeah,
gotta get help. So I just gotta do something to figure this out because he really didn't want to intervene. He really didn't.
exactly.
So something to think about.
Yeah, for real. Um, Maul said, "What about Kang? Kang is not here, yo.
Yeah,
Kang technically, Kang doesn't exist yet. In
yeah. I
all truth, he does not technically exist yet, but he does. But he really doesn't. Like Kang only exists when he comes into the MCU. So until he does that, then it's just he doesn't even exist in the world.
mhm.
He's nowhere. He is nowhere right now.
Yeah, coding. I think it's probably the best way to put it. Not our universe, not our problem. That's probably
Yeah.
a good. That's probably the best way to put it. And this goes for a lot of things. And like we said before, so many different things had to go differently to get the outcome that we got.
Yes.
Like we can't explain how Thanos got the time stone. Like so many different things had to
Or
have
the
happened.
Power Stone for that matter,
Yeah,
because uh
like
uh
he would have had to taken it from the ancient one prior to even Doctor Strange even being a thing. You know, like so
mhm.
many different things would have had to go wrong to get the outcome that we got with Thanos. Obviously, Thanos was a piece of paper
Oh,
to
no,
Ultron.
that is what he did because we're at this point in time. Doctor Strange doesn't have he's not with. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. So he did go and get it from the ancient one.
That's the only
Yeah,
place he would have gotten it before, because
yeah,
I don't know how long she was the ancient one prior to Doctor Strange.
for a long
It
time.
was for
She
a
was
long
the
time
ancient
though.
one for for hella long. That's why her pupils knew that she was using the dark dimension because she had been the ancient one for dumb long.
Yeah,
Andrew said, in Age of Ultron, he wanted to drop Sokovia as a meteor. Why nukes here? Because in Age of Ultron, Jarvis stopped him from getting the nuclear launch codes.
yeah,
And that's why he had to use Sokovia as a nuke.
yeah.
But in this one, Jarvis didn't do anything and Ultron just won.
Well,
So it
I
was,
think I think this is my theory. I think he did do something. However, when Ultron connected to the took over that whole server spot, he had complete manual
oh,
access over everything, and that's why the moment that happened, all the nukes launched. You know,
yeah.
and plus with the Sokovia thing, I don't think it would have killed everyone instantly. Most of the part that would kill everyone is the sun being blocked out, and that's something he talks about in Age of Ultron. Um, but this way with the nukes, everyone's probably most likely going to die. Like you really can't uh, do anything about that. Like even Hawkeye's whole family was killed, and like they lived in the middle of nowhere. You know, like that's how crazy nuclear weapons could be, and it's honestly quite frightening. That scene we see in space of like the United States, and just see all the explosions, and just see throughout
Hmm.
the whole world, even all the generals like that were inside. I'm assuming I don't even know where they're at, but like inside the war room, I guess you can call it. Like their face, they're just like, wow, like this is happening.
For
This is
real.
the this is the end, and you can see the sadness and disappointment in their face, and that's what I've really loved about the show as well. Like they've really done a really good job of at conveying the emotions to us through the faces and the voices of these characters, and it's just been a phenomenal ride. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next episode.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more right there, bro. Uh Shaul said, pure awesomeness. This leads to the Guardians of the Multiverse. Yes,
Yep.
sir. And we are all here for that. Next week episode is going to be top notch. Breaking through multiverses was so much fun to see, especially how badass the Watcher was in his armor. Facts.
I thought he was going to die though. I thought he was going to dead. I was like, well, my man's
That's why
really,
you thought it was another Watcher, because you thought bro
yeah.
was
I
done
was
for.
like,
You thought he was
yo,
done dada.
my man's okay. Well, what movie can I say that? What movie? I don't know. That happens in Halloween. Dude's head gets smashed in like that. I don't know. I had a reference in my head. It evaded me. It'll pop up. It'll pop up. It'll pop up.
It'll pop up in about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And
for real.
Solar said, Hawkeye showing off them arrows he told Kate were too dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I was
Big
thinking about as
facts.
well.
Fly on the Wall said Thanos didn't get to say a word. Yo,
Yeah.
that might be the most hilarious scene that we've seen. They've been doing my man Thanos dirty in every
Yeah.
single in
Same
this
with
whole
Iron Man.
show except for
Iron Man
Zombie
as well.
Thanos. Like, but even that was, they did him dirty. Iron Man, yeah, they was like, oh, you want to ask for $2.7 billion a movie, huh? We're
Yeah.
gonna kill you in every single episode of What If.
Yeah, for real.
Just to let you know. Let's see. Natasha with the Red Guardian shield now.
That was a cool moment.
Something.
That was a
And
cool
Hawkeye,
moment.
wow, what an ending to him. Masterpiece. I definitely agree. That was some beautiful stuff right there that we saw. I did not expect to see the Red Guardian shield bust out and her to have it, you know.
I didn't
It kind
expect
of
to
was
see
weird that she
95% we saw.
didn't. Yeah, oh, of course not. But it was kind of weird like that she didn't acknowledge it too much.
Yeah, I noticed that too as well. I thought, maybe like a little tear come up, or a little, man, it's been a long time since I've seen this type of thing, like, I don't know.
But it was still, that was still dope. My man Michael. Hello guys, how are you both doing today? Man, we're doing pretty damn good now that we just saw that episode. I can say that. Man, I was exhausted until I watched that episode. That thing woke me all the way up.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see who is stronger with the Infinity Stones, Thanos or Ultron. It seems this variant of Ultron is more dangerous.
Oh, Ultron 100%.
Yeah, Ultron 100%. You must have just tuned in, but I was saying, like, my man he has the perfect body, basically, that will never get tarnished by the strength of the Infinity Stones. And that's why he can utilize them to the freaking best of their ability. I mean, he manifested an entire army. Just and it was just an army right there.
Yeah.
So
plus Thanos, he didn't want to kill everyone. So he wasn't he wasn't going in with the mentality, oh, I'm gonna kill everyone. He was going, I'm only going in to kill half of everyone. He didn't have the will and the ferocity and honestly the pure evilness that this Ultron has. And I think that ultimately gives that Ultron Supreme the ultimate advantage over Thanos. And we see him get sliced like a pizza.
My man got freaking sliced like a piece of Little Caesar's pizza.
Yeah, he like a breadstick coming apart, cheese and everything. It was that was just wild to see, and that was just all right, you guys think you've seen a lot. This is the beginning, and that happens. Wow.
Forget Pat. Welcome back. I'm pretty sure we've seen you in here before. That scene with Ultron seeing the Watcher and the Watcher getting shook by it was my favorite scene of the show so far.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was definitely.
He was terrified.
He was shook, bro. He was shook it.
Yeah, he was like, "The hell is going on?"
and he was like, oh, like he turned the screen off and
Yeah,
everything. He was
shuts
like,
the
oh my
door.
god.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then him just bursting through it. That was, oh yeah, that was
I would
beautiful.
okay. My one gripe, if I had a gripe, if I was to say that I had a gripe, was I would definitely would have liked to see Thanos, like the process of Thanos, or the process of Thanos, the process of Ultron trying to figure out how to get to the Watcher. Like that, even though we saw like it terrorized the Watcher, I would have liked to see
Oh,
like maybe a minute or two of like Ultron actually trying to figure out, okay, like like what's going on, like who is this, like what. I think that would have been a cool moment to add on to this episode.
but I think it was something kind of just like how when he was punching him and the realities were just breaking around him. I'm pretty sure it was just something like that. Like he just punched a hole through wherever he was,
Yeah.
like, and just flew, like, bruh. Oh man, I was so unprepared. Uh
We're loving all the comments, guys. We're going through them. That's
yeah.
something we like. That's something we like to do here is kind of go through the comments, see what you guys are thinking, and pull your guys' comments up for everyone to see. Uh, so just stay tuned. You know,
Shaul, my man Shaul again. He said, what's the next episode? So the next episode is Avengers Assemble. You feel me? Like that's what the next episode is. They're gonna be
Mhm.
putting together the Guardians of the Multiverse
Yep.
for sure. Uh I'm hoping that
Do you
if
think we'll
that's
see the big
not
fight, or do you think
no,
like if there
I
is a
kind of
10?
think I hope that's what 10 is. I want the
Mhm.
next episode to be like all recruiting type of thing, like
That's what I'm feeling.
of each thing from every person, or I want the next episode to be an hour long. And then we get that first 20 to 30 minutes be recruiting, and then that last 30
Hmm.
minutes just epic,
Be perfect.
epic fights, like just amazing, just
Do you
epicness. Yeah.
do you think we're gonna see any of the Avengers that are brought together die?
Yes.
Because like who do you think? I feel like Natasha, she's going.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's dead for sure.
Thor, I feel like if it's Party Thor, I feel like he's going as well.
Gonzo.
Um, I want to say the Watcher, Doctor Strange, Captain Britain will definitely survive.
Mhm.
I think Gamora is going to be gone as well. I don't.
That's
Well,
Spider Man. That's Spider
oh,
Man. He's
maybe,
gone.
maybe.
He's out of here.
I wonder if Ant Man with the cloak is going to be there. I don't. Like that's something to think about. Um,
Ant Man with the cloak.
yeah. In Zombies, Ant Man was just the head, but the cloak, he was with the cloak. The cloak became his
Oh
body.
yeah, that shit was funny.
Hmm. But what do you guys think? Who do you guys think we're going to lose in the coming end to this series? Do you guys think we're going to see any more death, or do you guys think we're going to see all of them survive? It's just a matter of beating uh, Ultron Supreme or Mega Ultrazord Ultron.
Mega Ultra.
You know,
And my man Infinite Ultron. Let's say the only thing that I'm confused about is how does the Infinity Stones work out of Ultron's universe reality?
that's a good point. I actually didn't expect him to work in the place behind the place in between. I really didn't expect that because
Mm.
like we talked about, they don't work in the TVA because it's outside of any like known
Mm.
like universe.
I think technically Ultron basically like hacked the stones almost.
Because it
I
seemed like
guess
he
is the
hacked,
best way.
like it looks like he hacked the whole place in between by the time like because the whole thing changed into a different vibe with
Yeah,
him
it
in
was
there.
because it was all blue and shit before, and then
Hmm.
afterwards it was all red. So
Yeah,
yeah, I he has the ability to now like do a lot more.
yeah,
It's the fact of who he is base level. Like how powerful Vision, Ultron Vision, Infinite Ultron, how power he is without the Infinity Stones. He's ridiculously powerful. I mean, we saw that at the end of
just with the one stone.
what's it called? The end of WandaVision. Like even the fake self that was both of those visions that we saw were not actually vision. And they both were strong as shit. Like they both were super strong. Base level. So I mean, there's no telling what they could have done even after all of that.
Yeah.
Chris Martin, almost, I'm pretty sure this is the dopest comment of the night right here. Next episode be like, what if I intervened? My
Holy
God.
shit. Yo,
My God.
yo,
I
yo.
got chills.
I
I got
I wasn't
chills.
expecting the title we got to be so upfront.
Blatant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that with this episode. So with that said, Bill, and this is the comment right here. I think this is it. I think it's what if I intervene? I think that's a cool yo, Marvel Studios. Yo, this is it right here. Just take a
For
look.
sure.
Just take a look. But man,
Chris Martin again. My man said, "I thought in Loki they just said magic didn't work in the TVA. We haven't seen stones and different realities until now. Facts. Why did Marvel decide to rewrite the way stones work in universes?"
I
Hey
liked how
man.
I think What If was the perfect place for them to do it. I don't know if live action would be the way to do it because I think like what we've been talking about, I think it would cause a lot of different questions to
Mhm.
be brought up and really kind of have like, well, what if that happened? Why this happened? But I think in the what if setting, I think it's perfect. Um, because even though like we've talked about like how what happened, some of the things in what if are definitely going to spew over to uh the Marvel, like our universe. However, I don't think everything is. I think only certain pieces are. Um, I might be terribly wrong. I'm not sure. Um, but I think we'll have to wait and see. I don't even know when we'd even know when we'll even see the effects of what if in the real MCU. You
Yeah,
know,
that's very
like
true.
like we've talked about Captain Britain being part of the Illuminati, if that's even a real thing inside Doctor Strange,
Mm,
in the Multiverse of Madness. But like I don't know, it might be a while until we really see the effects of what happened in What If.
yeah. Definitely. Uh This made me laugh. Hakeem said Thanos got this time stone by buying it on eBay. That just made me laugh. That just made me laugh. And then Bill, a lot of these questions I see, why can he use the stones in different universes? Okay, so if you guys are using the Loki point, the TVA was outside of any known reality multiverse. It was not cohesive with it because their whole purpose was to keep one timeline solid. So they were existing outside of the timeline. So technically, we have never had, like, we don't know what they would do in another universe because this is the first time we've ever seen them
Yeah,
be in another universe and can actually work.
and this is the first time. Like, we don't, the TVA doesn't even exist quite yet in
Yeah.
the MCU, so like
And this
that
man
might also
Ultron
play a
might
part in it.
just be so strong that he can use them in every universe because he's
Yeah.
hacked the system basically.
Hmm.
So we really have no idea
Yeah. What
what
if
could be
Kang
happening
gets
there.
involved? Do you think we'll see Kang?
I really hope we see Kang.
Because that would
Um,
bring that full circle. That question, because I am curious about
mhm,
what TVA has been doing, or what Kang's been doing in general. Um,
mhm.
like our other Kang's going to show up, and then like Thanos, uh, Mega Ultrazord, um, Vision, Ultron,
Ooh, what
just
Brandon
destroys
says
them.
right here is a really good comment though. At Bill, but in Endgame, the Avengers went back in time, creating branch realities and collected Infinity Stones that worked in their current timeline, which contradicts what Loki established, which is a fact because they had to bring those back in the first place, or else that reality would cease to exist. So the Watchers, so the Ancient One said. So with that knowledge that we know from right there, technically in-game the in-game Stark Gauntlet was created with Infinity Stones multiverses.
Yeah.
Technically. So that should kind of solve everything in the loop. Thanks for that, Brandon. Um uh Yo, hella comments. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. Oh, you guys are kind of talking to each other. I see, I see, I see, I see. I see.
Loving the communication, guys.
Loving the
Loving it.
yeah, loving it, yo. Make sure you guys join our Discord for sure because we always have amazing conversations like this on there, and we'll definitely be talking about yo
Yo,
that.
okay, so let's start
What?
talking about what we could happen next. Like, okay, from a marketing standpoint of view, what do you think the next poster that we're probably going to see on Monday or Sunday night show? Do you think we're going to see a whole team assembled? Do you think we're going to see an armored up Watcher? You know, like what do you think we
I
could see?
think
Like, if you
the
guys guess
next.
what's on that poster for episode 9, what would it be?
I think it's gonna be the Watcher and Doctor Strange possibly together,
Hmm. Okay, that's what I'm kind of thinking as well.
like a
Um,
side by side.
but I think the Watcher fully kitted out is definitely a good possibility as well.
Yeah, the
Um,
Watcher kitted out would be dope, but I think we might get that. I don't think that would be as a promo.
yeah,
You know what I mean? For the
unless
next,
it's
that would just be like a promo period.
unless it's like an even more kitted out Super Supreme Ultron Vision, like in the place in
Mm,
between, you know, because
yeah,
like the background of him in the newest poster is pretty interesting as well with what's in behind him.
yeah.
But it might be that we see him again.
It might
But
be Gamora.
oh, it could be. Actually, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it might.
I
It's
feel
probably
like,
gonna be Gamora in the Infinity suit with this with the Infinity Sword, and yeah,
yep,
that's probably what it is.
that's probably
Like
what it is.
100%. That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Because then, like we said before, it's going to be assembling a team. But I think, in general, I think it's going to start with either I don't know. Thinking about it, do you think Gamora's going to come to them, or they're going to find Gamora?
I think they're gonna find Gamora, and
Yeah.
I'm with Ultron taking over the place in between. It's gonna be a little tricky for them to move around and maneuver and do anything because he can
Hmm.
basically open a portal and have his freaking Ultron bots just
Yeah.
go crazy. Um, but I would love to see so much from next week's episode. I truly hope that it's not the finale next week. And if it is the finale, I hope it's at least like an hour and not just like 45 minutes.
Hey, real quick, something that we didn't talk about that I wanted to talk about. Uh, I was a little upset with how fast the Guardians of the Galaxy got taken out. Am I wrong for thinking that? Because it happened really fast.
Yeah, you are wrong for thinking that. They're trash.
Yeah,
Guardians
they
of the
kind they kind of
Galaxy
are. They kind of are. I
what
don't
the
know
hell? What
why.
do you think? Yeah, what did you think they were gonna do? You
It
thought my
was
man
like
Star
pa
Lord was about to
pa, and then
start
the whole planet
dancing?
explodes, and I was like, oh damn,
Yeah, bro, it's
they
over.
did them
They do
dirty.
not. They are not the guys, bro. Yo, they came out like we are the Guardians of the Galaxy. Ultron was like, I do not care, bro.
Yeah, he was like,
Wow,
yo, you're
like, bro,
the
it's over, yo.
you're the CBS Power Rangers that I care little about. Like,
Big facts.
yeah,
Yo, big facts.
but
Um, okay, a couple comments. Grimmick said, since the TVA isn't affected by the time, and since time becomes a stone, someone found a way to avoid time there. I don't know what. I don't know, man. I don't know what you're saying, but it seems like you're trying to reach a little bit. I don't the T
something to
you
think
gotta
about.
stop thinking about the TVA, bro. The TVA doesn't even matter anymore. There is not one sacred timeline, basically. So the TVA just doesn't even
Everything's
matter.
yeah, everything's just
Yeah.
a ball, and we're all getting mixed into it. Like right now, like
Yeah.
that, like it's hard. And on top of that, TVA is at war with all the other TVAs. So like, and
Basically,
so like I don't know what else could be happening involving the TV. With that said, I would like to know what like how they're going to utilize the TVA moving forward in the MCU. I think that's something interesting to think about.
Modoc. I don't know what's going on there. I believe it is plausible for a live action Guardians of the Multiverse, considering that the concept of an entity such as Ultron breaching realities.
That could be
Yeah,
pretty cool. Yeah, well, like
I,
what if in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, because we might be seeing them go throughout different places quickly, like maybe
mhm.
there's a moment where they just kind of rotate through different worlds. Like, what if we see that moment of like a live action Supreme Ultron like coming down on the Watcher on the news, and then like it just happens really like that
Mm,
might be something that will happen, and that may I think
for
moments like
real.
that are what we're going to see in the MCU. And then eventually, I think they're going to kind of trickle in and really kind of cause conflict or bring up issues that the Avengers are going to have to really think about and talk about.
Hank said, "I would like to see Strange Supreme variant in the Multiverse of Madness." I
We just
still
might.
am pretty sure
We
that
just might.
Strange Supreme is the Doctor Strange that we see in Spider-Man No Way Home that is doing all of that stuff that he is doing. And maybe that is like a deal he makes with the Watcher, like to be put back in that reality or something along the lines of that. We'll
Mhm.
never know. Uh okay. My man said you must have thought the Guardians had Adam Warlock. Hey,
You
bro, the
know,
Guardians are out of here, bro. They are not. They are not the guys,
mistakes were made. Okay, you know,
yo.
it just
Drax is not even that strong, my G. Uh, Star Lord just has like he's just the dude that flies around and
you
shoots
know.
stuff with lasers, and he has a mask that lets him breathe. Like
Wait,
he used to be that guy, but he's
was
not
Gamora with
anymore.
them? Gamora wasn't with them, right?
Yeah, Gamora was with them. Yeah, they were all together.
So a different Gamora is what we're going to see then.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. Yeah, 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 yeah.
It'll def.
My man Bill says in Hickman's run of the Fantastic Four, some of the Council of Reeds had a gauntlet, but it wouldn't work outside of the given universe. Yes, but I'm pretty. I
I don't know.
yes, okay, yes, that is right, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work because they were at the Council of Reeds, and that place is kind of like a place like the TVA that exists outside of the time. If I'm not mistaken. Uh if I'm not mistaken, I might be, but I'm pretty sure I'm not, but I might be. Ultron invades the Marvel zombies and zombie Thanos has a fight with his Infinity Gauntlet against Ultron's.
That was my original theory as to what was going to happen in this episode, but I like what happened in this one much better.
And I think that would be the dopest thing to do because that Thanos wouldn't have to worry about any of the effects to his body. So he
Yeah,
would be able to also utilize it to its fullest potential, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken. If I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. Shaul, the TVA failed to stop the creation of a multiverse as shown in the show Loki. Oh yeah, bro. But they didn't even know they didn't even know, man. They were just,
Yeah.
they were just young,
They
dumb,
they
and
just
broke
they're
high
just
school kids. You know what
yeah
I mean?
they are yeah they're all there, and I think it'll just be interesting to see how this is going to affect next week's episode. Man,
Mm,
I'm just so excited that we got to see what we got to see tonight. And if you guys haven't already, if you guys just joined us or whatever, go back and watch our reaction throughout this episode because we had some pretty awesome moments
mm,
throughout this entire episode. So go check out our reactions for that as well. Um, you know,
definitely.
man, I had a good time tonight. Thank you guys, for being active in the comments. But
Yeah,
give
you
us your
guys are
guys'
dope.
theories. Do you guys have any theories as to what we could see happen? I know we've been talking about some throughout the night so far, but let us know what you guys are thinking could happen next episode. You know,
For
um,
sure. And
because
Twin, this is a good question. Twin Galaxy said, "Where are the Eternals and Celestials in all of this?" You got to think though. this was going down like this. It was like boom, 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 boom. The Celestials and Eternals ain't just popping up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. They're not just like, oh hey, I'm here. Nah,
Mhm.
you gotta call them and they gotta come.
And you know
And
what? And it
Ultron
mo-
was moving really fast. He was just
it
teleporting
was.
everywhere.
It might be that the Eternals, because the Eternals are on Earth, and we've talked about this before. They might not even know they are the Eternals during that point in the MCU. Like the snap probably is what woke them up and really kind of got,
Mm,
you know. And maybe the answer to that question we'll know more after we watch Eternals. You know,
yeah.
as to why they were never around or got involved with anything. Because I feel like that's definitely a question that will be answered in that movie. At least I don't. I would be shocked if they don't answer that. Um, just like if just like I'll be shocked if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield aren't in Spider-Man 3. You know, like
Yeah, facts.
like that's the type of thing I'm kind of thinking. You know, get us hyped for all that, and then we really don't even get what we were thinking. With that said, I understand that happens a lot, but with the way this movie's been hyped, or with Spider-Man's been hyped, you know,
Yeah.
it's hard to say that they won't be in it. You know, there's just a lot of
True.
evidence to say to say the latter. So, um, something to think about.
Brandon said, shouldn't the Living Tribunal be intervening at this point? The Celestials or other high level cosmic entities be fighting Ultron? The
Who is the Living Tribunal, by the way? I know who that is. I
Living
just
Tribunal is like the judge, jury, and executioner of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Not the
okay.
cinematic, but the Marvel Universe. So whenever things are out of balance in a huge
Yeah.
way, he usually comes and judges the situation. He's the dude that
Mm,
has multiple faces, big gold guy, purple veils on him. Supposedly he was supposed to be in
I thought it was.
Endgame.
Mhm,
That's who everyone thought Doctor Strange was going to be talking to, but he
yeah.
ended up just holding up that big ass wave the whole time instead. But I think I think this very similar to like the other things that we're going to see with the Eternals movie. I don't think everything is going to work in the same way that it does in the comic books. So if there is a living tribunal, I'm pretty sure he probably doesn't even exist yet. Like honestly, like in the universe. And maybe that's something that Eternals will bring to us, and that's like who's hatching in the universe or something weird.
Yeah.
We have no idea. But uh as of basically the MCU does not work off of the comic books until they say they do. So we can't
Yeah.
think of anyone to pop up or why isn't this happening or why isn't this going on because it just doesn't exist yet. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't exist until they say it does. So we can't utilize that information in our heads. That would be like saying why didn't Magneto come and help in Endgame? Well, he doesn't exist yet. That's why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's just not there.
On top of that, they haven't even like necessarily taken everything for what it was in the comics. They've taken bits and pieces of it and then kind
Mhm.
of ran with it rather than, okay, we're going to take the whole storyline of House of M and put it in, you know. But they've only really
Exactly.
taken a piece of it, and it might be we'll see the bigger part of that later on. Uh, but I think you said it perfectly. It's not here until they
It's
give us their
here.
version. Yeah. Uh,
Mhm.
with that
We
said,
might never get a living tribunal ever,
mhm.
you know.
With that said, I did like what you said though. I feel like that's something that might come up in Eternals.
Yeah.
You know, that might be
I feel
among.
like they could drop that name for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could definitely drop that name. Like just
Mhm,
oh man, where's the living tribunal or something? That would be
mhm.
yeah, that would be lit. Twin, would Kang make a formidable adversary for this version of Ultron?
No.
I think I
I don't know.
think we don't even
He
know
seemed like he
what
wasn't shit.
Kang can do. Like
He re
we don't even know what Kang can do because the version of Kang that we saw was the He Who Remains slash Immortus version of Kang.
Mhm,
So he's not powerful. He's not as powerful as
mhm.
Kang the Conqueror Kang.
Yeah.
Like Kang the Conqueror Kang is like ridiculous. So I think that would be a dope fight, and it might end up with the universe like being destroyed or something. I don't know, but
I mean, we saw
Once
whole
again,
galaxies getting destroyed today. So I mean,
exactly.
that's the next best thing, you know.
And it all depends on how powerful they're going to make Kang. I mean, I think
Hmm.
Kang is going to be pretty powerful because all of the characters that we've been getting and are going to continue to get are freaking powerhouses. So
Yeah.
I can only imagine how strong everyone in the near future is going to actually be for the Marvel universe.
Okay. Here's my question, because this is something that we've talked about uh, a couple times during our pop culture news updates and during the past couple lives for this show. Do you think we're going to
Mhm.
be seeing any new characters?
What do you mean by that? Like
Like,
in the live action, like, or what do you mean?
like in the live action MCU, we've seen things happen. Like they've talked about, maybe Adam Warlock is in the MCU.
Yeah,
Like,
he is.
just different things that we're like we get hints and pieces about different characters that are in the MCU we just never seen. Do you think we'll actually see some of
Mm.
those in the next 2 to 1 episodes? Maybe.
Oh yeah, I think it's a possibility. I think it's definitely a possibility because
Like Nova, maybe.
that's who I thought was on Xandar. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was Captain Marvel. I thought it was Nova, and I was like, "Holy
Hmm.
whoa!"
Bless. Bless you.
Excuse me,
Hmm.
Jesus Christ! But yeah, that's why I thought it was. I thought that was Nova for sure.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think it's very possible to see some other characters in the next 1 to 2 episodes if there are 2 episodes. It's definitely a possibility, but I think they have established so many characters already that I don't know if they would give us anyone new.
Hmm.
Because the only new character we really had in this entire series is uh Captain Carter. Like that's the
Captain Carter.
only new like real character, because like Strange
Hmm.
Supreme is still just Doctor Strange, Spider-Man with the everyone is still them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh uh so except for her, that's a new character altogether. Because I don't think there's an actual Captain Carter, but I might be wrong.
Hmm. I know there's a
Uh
Captain Britain in the comics, but I don't know if Captain Carter's. Maybe there was
yeah,
a what if comic of that moment happening, but I don't know if there's like an actual
yeah,
run
no,
where like the real thing.
I don't believe so. Uh And if there is, I don't think she looks like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and she's still called Captain America. She looks
Hmm.
super different too. So yeah.
Hmm.
So that Captain Carter is the only new character we've really got from the show, and the Watcher Uatu, of course.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think we could see so much. And I hope we do.
Yeah.
Source says the Watcher explains next episode he needs to report to his boss, the one above all. That would be lit.
Yeah. Pretty dope. That'd be a pretty awesome way to kind of bring everything full circle. Bring this
That's
whole
like the
discussion.
fourth one above all that we've heard, like the comment I've seen about the one above all.
Hmm.
And someone else talked about the one below all. So that's dope. I don't know if we'll ever see that in the MCU. I don't think we'll
Yeah.
ever see those versions, but it would be awesome if we did. My man Bill, man, I'm glad I found you guys. Love the show. Hey, appreciate you,
Appreciate it, man.
brother. We appreciate you, Bill. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you guys subscribe because we go live every Sunday with the pop culture news of the last week. And we'll definitely be going live next Tuesday night with What If, doing
Yes.
another watch party for sure,
And
for sure.
with that said, we also drop trailer reactions throughout the entire week. And we'll probably be popping up doing lives for Star Wars Visions because YouTube
Mhm.
is trash and does not let us post uh, any of
Videos
our
afterwards.
videos
Yeah.
for Visions so far. So we're probably gonna have to go live just to make sure that's available to you guys
Yeah.
down the road. Um,
And make
and we
sure
have a lot
you
more
guys,
coming as well.
yeah, make sure you
So
join the Discord because we are always talking in there, and we watch stuff with people in our Discord as well. So if you're in our Discord, you might have you know the possibility of of catching us while we're watching something, be able to watch it with us, getting those discussions as well. It's really a good vibe all the time. Well, with that being said, Brandon says there's more than one watcher,
Yep.
which has already been established in the MCU and Guardians too. So at some point they got to help. This is very true, and that's something I
Yeah.
was thinking about. But that might be something that they retcon later on to just being like a bunch of fanboys or something, not
Yeah.
the actual watchers. I don't know, but I would love to see Uatu go and talk to different watchers and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, man, I fucked up," and they're like, "Hey, bruh, we can't help you. We're just supposed to watch anyway and not
Yeah.
intervene."
They're gonna be all they're gonna be a bunch of tools and
Big
not really do
facts.
anything, and they're all gonna die. That's probably what's gonna happen.
TVA tools.
Yeah, for real.
uh,
And they're gonna have to do their thing.
Brandon says, at Sword, the Living Tribunal comes before the one above all on the power hierarchy. You would figure that it would get involved before one above, who rarely shows up or engages in any battles at all. Facts. And I think we might have to get to that level of the Living Tribunal actually coming into
Mhm.
play with what's going on. I feel like he would come out in this situation definitely because they're punching through freaking multiverses upon multiverses. But who knows? And I'm pretty sure the Living Tribunal is a multiversal transporting being that
Mhm.
it's one. There's one. There's not multiple. Like, I don't think every universe has their own Living Tribunal. I don't think, but oh,
Mhm.
never mind. Never mind. Shaul just blew what I said out the water. Shaul says the Living Tribunal is limited to a particular universe, whereas Ultron transcended the multiverse. Yep. Well, there you go. There you have it. The Living Tribunal it's above his pay grade.
For real.
um, but we've been live for 2 hours. It's late here. We all got to get up in the morning.
Oh
We
yes.
appreciate you guys for tuning in. You guys are freaking awesome.
Yes.
Definitely.
It's been amazing.
Make sure you follow us on everything. Make sure you check out our website. My bad, that's what I meant to say. Make sure you check out our website, www.marvelbros.com, where you can purchase our merchandise. You can donate and help out what we do here for you guys, and we really appreciate everything that you do. So, and then on our website, you can also join our Discord. And in the comment section, there's a Discord link. There's the links to everything in our comment section. So make sure you check those out for sure.
Yep. And also, before we head out, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at MarvelBros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel. Post all of our content, much more.
Trailer reactions, open discussions, pop culture
Yes.
news,
Movie
everything.
reviews, everything. We do a lot.
Got
We
it.
do a lot.
Oh, and we're gonna be seeing Venom this weekend, so make sure you guys subscribe so you can check it out.
Oh yes. But
So,
with all that said,
yeah, we really appreciate you guys. Hey, the comment section is there for you guys to continue to discuss. Even after the live is done with, I'm pretty sure you can still be in the comment section talking. And you guys can join the Discord and definitely be talking in there because we will talk back.
yes.
We appreciate you guys. You guys are all awesome. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Excelsior.
All of Marvel Bros Pop Culture news updates are now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. You can also watch Marvel Bros live every Sunday on Facebook.com, or you can watch them on YouTube where we upload regularly. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Marvel Bros 23 to keep up with all things Marvel and everything pop culture.